Hello and welcome to class. This is a video in which I'm going to break down the Sun Salutations. If you are familiar with Sun Salutations, you might want to skip this and go directly to the faster paced practice. So let's come into a standing position at the top of the mat. We'll start with Surya Namaskar A, Sun Salutation A. We'll then proceed to Sun B, Surya Namaskar B, and Sivananda salute. So 3 types of Sun salutation today. In all 3 Sun salutations, the starting point is the same. Samastitihi, also called Tadasana in Sanskrit, and translated into mountain pose. You want your knees to point forward. For many people, it might be okay to bring the big toes together and leave a little space between the heels. For me, it works. It might not work for you, so just make sure your knees are pointing forward. Feel the soles of your feet pressing down through all 3 corners of the feet. This pressing down will generate an uplift through your legs. You might even feel some activation in your core as you're really pressing down. Arms by the sides, fingers together, crown of the head lifting up. Inhale, lift the arms overhead. Surya Namaskar. In this posture, the arms are really lifting up, so feel the lift from below the shoulder blades. Gaze at your thumbs. Exhale, fold forward from the hips. You might need to bend your knees. Forehead towards shoulder. Inhale, halfway look up. Your hands can stay on the mat or on the shins. It's important here to lengthen the spine and gaze forward. You can keep the knees bent here, no problem. Exhale, knees to mat, step back into plank. So in the traditional Sun Salutation, that same exhalation is used for the next posture, which is Chaturanga. You can bend the knees down and bend the elbows for modified Chaturanga. Make sure the shoulders don't go below your elbows. Or if you have more practice, you can go for a full Chaturanga with the knees lifted up. So as you exhale, bend the elbows, Chaturanga. Inhale for upward facing dog, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. You can see my knees are not touching the mat. I'm pressing down through the hands rather than collapsing and having the shoulders close. The ears are really pressing down and pressing forward the chest, lifting the gaze up, opening up the throat. Tuck the toes, exhale, downward facing dog, send the hips up and back. In downward facing dog, you can always lift the heels and bend the knees, no problem. The priority here is to lengthen the spine and lift the shoulders. If you have more opening in your hamstrings, of course, you can bring the heels down. The gaze is towards the navel, if available, or knees. 5 breaths here. At the end of the exhalation, lift the heels, bend the knees, gaze towards your hands, and 2 options here. You can either step forward or hop to the top of the mat. But you want to land softly, no noise. So if when you hop, you notice this happens, start with stepping forward. And as you practice, you will build the strength and the understanding of your own bandhas, energy blocks, to step lightly. So we land forward, Ardha Uttanasana again, hands on the mat or on the shins, lengthen the spine, gaze forward. Knees can stay bent. Exhale, fold forward, Uttanasana. Inhale to stand up, lift the arms and gaze at the thumb. Exhale, lower the arms by your side, Samastitihi. So this is 1 full round of Surya Namaskar A. We'll repeat it again, a little bit faster. So we start in Samastitihi, gaze to the tip of your nose. Inhale, lift the arms overhead, gaze at the thumb. Exhale, fold forward at the hips so that you can bend the knees. I'm going to do it with bent knees. Forehead to shin. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana or halfway look up, hands on the mat or shin, gaze forward. Exhale, hands on the mat. Step or hop to Chaturanga with or without knees on the mat. Inhale to upward facing dog. Press down through the hands, gaze up. Tuck the toes, exhale, downward facing dog. 3 to 5 breaths. Because we're learning here, we won't do the full count. At the end of the fifth or third exhalation, lift the heels, bend the knees, and when you inhale, step or hop forward. With the same inhalation, Ardha Uttanasana, hands on the mat or on the shins, lengthen the spine. Exhale, fold forward, forehead to shin. Inhale to stand up, gaze at your thumbs. Really lift the arms up. Exhale, lower arms down, Samasthiti. Gaze to the tip of your nose. Good. So this is Surya Namaskar A. We'll switch to Surya Namaskar B, Sun Salutation B. Sun Salutation B is really helpful to build resilience. It's pretty dynamic. Yeah, it's pretty challenging. We start in Samasthiti. Fully exhale. As you inhale, bend the knees and sit down. Slightly touch the mat, and from there extend your arms overhead, palms touching, gaze at your thumbs. Utkatasana, chair pose. As you exhale, fold forward. You can keep the knees bent, or if you have the flexibility, extend the legs and bring your forehead to the shins. Uttanasana. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Your hands can be on the shins here, just like in Surya A. And as you exhale, step or jump back to Chaturanga. So because I haven't shown a jump in Surya A, I'm going to show it here. I bend the knees, and I'm thinking to send the legs back and the upper body forward. And I land with elbows already bent. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Gaze towards the navel. So there's a break right now, but in the real Surya B, there's no break. The left foot comes inside at 45-degree angle. So turn the left heel in so that the left foot is at 45-degree angle and step the right foot between the hands. Prepare for warrior one. Inhale, lift the arms overhead, bend the right knee, lift the arms, really lift them. Don't just systematically put them there. Feel them lifting up and gaze at the thumbs. Exhale, frame the right foot with your hands and come into plank. With the same exhalation, bend the elbows, Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog, top of the feet down, gaze up. Exhale, downward facing dog, gaze at your navel. Immediately, the right heel in, so the right foot is at a 45-degree angle. Step the left foot forward. For warrior one on the other side. Inhale, lift the arms. Exhale, hands down, plank. You always have a choice here to bend the knees, bring them down, and bend the elbows. Inhale, upward facing dog, gaze up, top of the feet down, tuck the toes. Exhale, downward facing dog. 5 breaths here. 3 to 5 breaths. Gaze towards the navel. Again, because we're learning, we're not doing the 4 to 5 cycles of breath. Basically, when you arrive at the end of the 5th breath cycle, we lift the heels, bend the knees, same as Surya A, step or hop to the top of the mat. Inhale, same inhale, halfway look up. Exhale, fold forward. Bend the knees, inhale, Utkatasana. Exhale, come back to Samasthiti. Okay, we'll repeat it one more time. I just want to specify something about the jump to Chaturanga if you're interested in learning this. Sometimes people will do this. Inhale, and then exhale, plank, and bend the elbows. So it's actually more efficient for your body if you already landed Chaturanga rather than doing plank Chaturanga. So look here. Inhale. This Ardha Uttanasana is the preparation to the jump. Inhale. Bend the knees. Exhale. Inhale, upward facing dog. The tops of the feet are down. And I tuck the toes. I exhale. I go to downward facing dog. Like this to the navel. Of course, that jump to Chaturanga is a step that you would attempt if you already have a strong Chaturanga. So don't rush anything. Progress is slow and it comes with the practice. So make sure you first have a solid Chaturanga, and it might need working a lot with knees on the mat. And don't hesitate to not go very far, but have an integrated half Chaturanga rather than going very deep with the wrong shape, such as this one or this one. It's just going to slow down your progression. Sometimes people want to make bigger steps, but then they don't really build the foundation. Another technical point I would like to specify before we repeat Sandhi is that transition to Warrior 1. There's not much time. So actually, we'll do it from the beginning, and then when we get there, I'll pause. Coming to Samasthiti, fully exhale. Inhale, Utkatasana, bend the knees, sit down, lift the arms overhead. Exhale, fold forward, Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway look up. Exhale, step back into plank with the same exhalation, Chaturanga. Inhale, top of the feet down, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Immediately tuck the left heel in and place the right foot forward as you inhale. This is the tricky transition. I'm going to show it again. So I was in upward facing dog, gazing up. I tuck the toes, I go in downward facing dog, and without waiting, left heel in, right foot forward, Warrior 1. Exhale, hands down, plank with the same exhalation, Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, with a hop if you want, downward facing dog. Immediately, right heel in, left foot forward, Warrior 1. Exhale, hands down, plank, Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, tuck the toes, downward facing dog. 5, rest here. The gaze is fixed to the navel, hands pressing down. Don't hesitate to bend your knees as much as you need. Focus on lengthening the spine, building strength in your arms as you elevate the shoulders. Create space between your scapulae. So wrap your shoulder armpits in towards each other. Good. With the last exhalation, lift the heel, bend the knees, inhale, step forward, halfway look up, exhale, fold. Inhale, Utkatasana, bend the knees, lift the arm. Exhale, Samasthiti. Okay, so Surya B can be quite challenging. There are a lot of chaturangas in a row. That's why it helps to build strength and resilience. Last type of sun salutation from the Sivananda tradition, it's also sometimes called Surya Namaskar C, and it's the one with the low lunges. There may be different versions of salutations in general, especially the C. A and B come from the Ashtanga Vinyasa tradition, and they are less variable. I've actually never seen variations of it, but I've seen variation of Sanskrit or Sivananda Salute. Come at the beginning of your mat, Namaste. So the same beginning as the other Sun Salutations. Inhale, lift the arms overhead, gaze at your thumbs. Exhale, fold forward, Uttanasana, forehead to shins, bend the knees if you need. Inhale, step back with the right foot. You're in a lunge. Lower the right knee down. You can keep the toes tucked. It's okay. The hands are down, and with the same inhalation, gaze up. Exhale, clamp the hands down, come into plank, and with the same exhalation, lower the knees, chest and chin down. Ashtanga Namaskar, 8 limbs position. Slide down, inhale, cobra. Lift above the navel, press down with the hands and imagine you're dragging the hands back. Press the chest forward, gaze up. As you exhale, downward facing dog, so tuck the toes, press the hips up and back. Immediately inhale, right foot between the hands, lower the left knee down, gaze up. This is low lunge, Anjaneyasana. Exhale, step the left foot forward. Inhale, stand up, reach up, gaze at the thumbs. Exhale, hands in prayer, and Samasthiti. That's half a round. We have to do the other leg to complete the round. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, fold from the hips, Uttanasana. Bend the knees if you need. Inhale, step back with the left foot, lower the left knee and gaze up with the same inhalation. Exhale, hands down, come to plank and drop the knees, chest and chin down. Ashtanga Namaskar. Slide forward to Cobra as you inhale. Exhale, downward facing dog, gaze at the navel. No pause, inhale, step the left foot forward and release the right knee down, gaze up. Exhale, step the right foot forward. Inhale, stand up, reach up. Exhale, hands in prayer, lower the arms by your sides, Samasthiti. That's one full round of Sanskrit. So we start with the right leg, step the right leg back, and step the right leg forward again. Other leg, you step the left leg back. When you're in down dog, to step forward, it's the left leg that leads. That's one full cycle. Okay. The best thing is to practice these over and over again. If you do that only once a week, it's gonna take longer to build strength. So if you can do it 3 times a week and add it in your routine, you'll see a lot of strength and resilience being built in practice. It's really, really the fundamentals of yoga. It has a lot of fundamental postures like downward facing dog, which is great to build strength and awareness of Pada and Hasta Bandha, the bandhas of hands and feet. It has a lot of chaturanga, modify as much as you need chaturanga to make it accessible to you. Chaturanga is the base of all the fancier postures that you can see on Instagram or elsewhere, I don't know. You need to have a strong chaturanga to be able to progress with other kinds of postures like hand balancings or inversions. It's really helpful to have a good basis on chaturanga. So have fun with the practice. Listen to your breath a lot with Sun Salutation, and it will become a very meditative experience. I'll see you soon.